45 games in 2020, scored 26 goals and 17 assists. So that means that Ronaldo or Messi is going to miss out. And I looked at the stats here before, and I was torn. One of them's going to be 12th man, but the person that I'm putting in my team... Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Michael, aka The Crusher, and today is going to be my Team of the Year vote, why I'm choosing it, who I'm choosing, and a bit look at the nominations as well. So, let's get onto the EA site, have a look who's nominated, and go through my selections and why I'm selecting each player. So here we have the EA Team of the Year site. So obviously you're choosing the best 11 players from the past 12 months of football and submit your vote for Team of the Year. Vote closes on the 18th of January and the teams will be announced shortly after. So a lot of people are predicting the 25th of January for it to start, because it normally starts on Monday. Otherwise, you're probably going to see it start on the 22nd. Yeah, I think 22nd, yeah, 2 weeks today it could start as well. So it'll be around that time, but more likely the 25th. But yeah, we got the Team of the Year nominees on Thursday, so 2 days ago. Some surprise ones in there, but again, we'll go through them again. And some big players missing from that list too. So we're going to start in goal. And we have 7 goalkeepers to choose from. So we have Alisson, Thibaut Courtois, Edison, Lucas Hradecky, I think that's how you pronounce it. For FG absolutely loves him because he packed him that much. Steve Mandanda, Keylor Navas, and Manuel Neuer. So wide selection of goalkeepers. Well, I'm going to talk about Jan Oblak. He's not here. Don't know why. Like, he's probably one of the best in the world, if not the best in some eyes. But he's not on this list. But yet, Hradecky and Mandanda have been. So, bit weird there, but we move. Obviously, Alisson, part of the Liverpool team that won the Premier League for the first time ever. Real Madrid won the Liga with Courtois. Edison obviously played quite well for City. But the person I'm going to go with is Manuel Neuer. And we're going to drop him there for the goalkeepers. And I'm going with Neuer because he's won 5 trophies with Bayern in 2020. And he was their captain as well, so he's leading to the trophies. Obviously, they won Bundesliga, the DFB Pokal, the DFL Super Cup, the Champions League, and the UEFA Super Cup. So 5 trophies. He was captain for all of them. Makes sense to put him in for nominations. Then we look at the defenders, and there's quite a lot here. So hopefully going to all appear on the screen. Maybe there's a couple more left off there. Acerbi from Lazio, Alexander-Arnold, Jordan Amavi, Angelino, Alphonso Davies, Stefan de Vrij, Ginter, Theo Hernandez, Mats Hummels, Jesus Navas, Jordi Alba, Kimpembe for PSG, Aymeric Laporte, Marquinhos, Andy Robertson, and then just off the screen is Sergio Ramos, Thiago Silva, and Virgil van Dijk. So we'll start on the left back, and I've just said his name. Where is he? There he is, Mr. Alphonso Davies. So he's going to be my left back. And I'm going to put him over Robertson because although Robertson was very, very good for Liverpool, obviously won the Premier League, Davies, 5 trophies in a year. He played amazingly good in that run to the Champions League final. Was that goal in the semi-final, I think it was, where he did about 3 or 4 players. And overall, I think his performances, for so young as well, I think he deserves his spot in the Team of the Year. Next to him is a player that has been there, done it, got the t-shirt. It is Mr. Sergio Ramos when my computer lets me do it. Come on, let me put him up there. Sergio Ramos is in for Team of the Year in my eyes. This is because he's won the Liga with Real Madrid, obviously the captain as well. In 2020, he became the most capped European player ever, and he scored his 100th Real Madrid goal. He's a centre-back. And he scored 100 goals for a club. Obviously, he takes their pens as well. But I think that he deserves his nomination ahead of some others in that list. And next to him, I'm going to put Mr. Virgil van Dijk from Liverpool. Again, some slight technical issues. But yeah, going to have Virgil van Dijk in there because he's won the Premier League with Liverpool. He was the rock at the back. And before his injury, he's probably classed as the best in the world. You can just see how he comes back from that injury. Hopefully it's sometime soon and not after this season finishes. But yeah, Sergio Ramos and Virgil van Dijk at the back. That's obviously missing out like Thiago Silva, Marquinhos, Kimpembe, Hummels. Who else do we have down here? Ginter, De Vrij, and Acerbi. I don't think any of the players that I just mentioned deserve going in that team above Sergio Ramos and Virgil van Dijk. Obviously, David Alaba's missing from this list, so not too sure why that is, but if he was there, that would probably cause a problem between Ramos or Van Dijk, so I'd probably put Alaba in for his performances at the back for Bayern Munich. But it is what it is, we move. And at right back, it's going to be a Liverpool combination on that right-hand side. Again, technical issues because I'm 27 and can't use technology. Mr. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Obviously, won the Premier League with Liverpool. And in terms of right back, you don't have that much options. Like, it's him or Jesus Navas in terms of right backs. The rest of the centre backs or left backs. So it might be a bit weird putting a left back. I've seen people put Theo Hernandez on that right back slot, but I'm going with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now we move into midfield. Let's go for the options again. Hassam Aouar from Lyon. I work for Sporf. He put our story on his story, so he could slip in there. Bruno Fernandes, Kevin De Bruyne, Nabil Fekir, Papau Gomez, Robin Gosens, Guerrero, Henderson, Kimmich, Kovacic, Cruz, Luis Alberto, Mikel Merino, of course, formerly of Newcastle, Danny Parejo, Renato Sanchez, Sabitzer, Heung-min Son, Stindl, and Thiago. So a lot of names in there. Interestingly, Son is down as midfielder around the forward. Obviously, he's playing on that left wing for Spurs at this moment in time. So again, some interesting selection there. Renato Sanchez, of course, is quite popular in FIFA at the moment with his informed centre mid card. So I've seen a lot of people go for him. A lot of people are doing their vote off FIFA as well, because that's the cards they want to use in game and it's not really official. But each their own. I am going to go for real life performances, and I'm going to go for Joshua Kimmich as my defensive mid. Again, part of that Bayern team that won 5 trophies, and if Thomas Muller was in the voting, I'd have probably gone for him, but Thomas Muller hasn't been included in the nominations, so we're going to go with Joshua Kimmich in there. Now, next to him is a guy that is classed as one of the world's best midfielders, and that is Kevin De Bruyne. Of course, Kevin De Bruyne tied Thierry Henry's assist record in the Premier League in 2020, and is classed, as I said, as one of the best midfielders in the world. I think pretty much everyone's going to have him in. I've seen all the influencers going for him as well, and his card would be absolutely sick. Like, I think probably going to get a 97 team of the year card if he gets him. And then there's down to one position, that left centre mid position, and there's quite a few choices here. Obviously, you could put Son in there for the way he's performed. Obviously, he's got 41 games, 22 goals, 10 assists in 2020. So that's 32 goal contributions in 41 games. Very, very good. And he has started the 2021 season on fire. Renato Sanchez from a FIFA perspective, because he's a really good card. Like, imagine if he was like a 93. Ridiculous. Like, I have no problems coming up against his 82 in form, never mind anything else. Who else have we got in there? Aouar, obviously he was quite good in that UCL run for Lyon. But the guy that I'm going to put in is Mr. Bruno Fernandes, which will please a lot of Manchester United fans out there. Obviously, he's caused quite a controversial choice at the moment because Thiago's in there. Obviously, it was at Bayern, won all the trophies, now at Liverpool. But I'm going for Bruno Fernandes because he has got 45 games in 2020, scored 26 goals and 17 assists. Now, if anyone's got quick maths, you'll know that is 43 goal contributions in 45 games from that centre-mid sort of camp position. And I don't think anyone in 2020 had the impact that Bruno had on their team. Obviously, joining from Sporting Lisbon in January, I don't think anyone had that impact. And obviously, United now can go top if they avoid defeat against Burnley on the 12th of Jan. And yeah, I don't think anyone's had the impact he has. You'll have how many cards he's had in FIFA already, like a couple of informs per the month in FIFA 21. So I think he's deserving of getting a Team of the Year card, and the stats back it up. 43 goal contributions in 45 games. Now, I brought the stats there, and I'm going to bring the stats for the forwards, because obviously this is quite a controversial choice. With a lot of people, so many names in there. Let's look at them now. Andre Silva, everyone's favourite striker on FIFA 21, Ben Yedder, Karim Benzema, who's just got a headliners Team 2 card, Caputo, Cristiano Ronaldo, Angel Di Maria, Paulo Dybala, Jack Grealish, interestingly included, Erling Haaland, Ciro Immobile, Danny Ings, another interesting nomination, Insigne, João Felix, Joselu, another ex-Newcastle player in there, Harry Kane, Kramaric, who obviously had the Player of the Month Bundesliga card, Lewandowski, Lukaku, Mane, Mbappe, Messi, Neymar, Salah, Sterling, Suarez, and Vardy. So a hell of a lot of options there for only 3 positions. And I think the only one that can be classed as guaranteed and 100% in there is Mr. Robert Lewandowski. And of course, he's part of that Bayern team that won 5 trophies that I've mentioned about 479 times in this video. But they've only got 4 nominations in my team. I think they deserve more, but obviously Alaba and Muller weren't included. And Gnabry's not in there as well, but I want to put him in anyway. Lewandowski, let me tell you about Lewandowski. 5 trophies, 40 games, 45 goals, 13 assists, 58 goal contributions in 40 games. how can you not include him? Obviously, Haaland had a really good year. Kane had a good year, 33 games, 23 goals, 13 assists. But as a central striker, you're looking at your Vardy's in there, your Suarez, your Lukaku's, the big boys. I don't think anyone's ever had a year like him in terms of last year when he striker. 58 goal contributions in 40 games. He has to be in there. Of course, won the Champions League as well. Then it gets difficult. So I was torn here because obviously now you've got two positions left. You've got Neymar, Salah, Mane, Messi, Mbappe, Ronaldo. Who else have you got in there? Let me click left on the team. Danny Ings, Jack Grealish, of course, Joselu, Benzema, Andre Silva. Don't know. Some of these you're like, why have they been included? But it is what it is. It allows people to be a bit creative on their team. But on left wing, and I'm going over him over his teammates. That could give you an inkling of who I'm going to go for. But he's back down here. It is Kylian Mbappe. Sorry, right wing, I should say. Kylian Mbappe on that right wing. And that is because Mbappe in 2020, 36 games, 26 goals, 16 assists. Obviously, part of the PSG team that got to the Champions League final. He's 22 and he's doing this now. He's supposed to have a bad season last year and he's pulling stats like that. Like, he is going to be one of the world's greatest players in a couple of years. When Messi and Ronaldo go, he's going to be right at that top. And yeah, I don't think anyone can really claim that. Maybe Haaland potentially push him in terms of goals in the future, but I think Mbappe deserves that going off the stats that I mentioned. So that means that Ronaldo or Messi is going to miss out. And I looked at the stats here before, and I was torn. One of them's going to be 12th man, but the person that I'm putting in my team purely because of their goals per game ratio is Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo. So Ronaldo is in there, locked in as the left winger. That is because he had 39 games, 41 goals, 47 assists. So 47 goal contributions in 39 games. Whereas Messi had 44 games, 26 goals and 23 assists. So 49 in 44. So they're quite similar, but I feel that Ronaldo had a better year and potentially going to get himself up to hate and stuff like that. But I think Ronaldo deserves it. Obviously, Juventus won Serie A as well. So that leaves Lionel Messi as the 12th man. Obviously missing out quite a lot of names there, but it is what it is. That's who I believe should be in the team here. So let's run through it. Neuer, Alphonso Davies, Sergio Ramos, Virgil van Dijk, Alexander-Arnold, Joshua Kimmich, Bruno Fernandes, Kevin De Bruyne, Cristiano Ronaldo, Robert Lewandowski and Kylian Mbappe. So let's go ahead and submit my vote. And boom, wait for the internet to load it. And there we have it, ready to download as an image to put out on socials. But yeah, that is the video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure you drop a like down below. And yeah, who are you going to have in your team of the year vote? Who do you think deserves to be in? And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you for tomorrow's video.